y'all? Welcome back to my channel. So I know I ain't record last week. I had a lot going on, y'all. I'm sorry. So I got y'all this week though. So it's gonna be, I don't know. I got a few stories for y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all. I got y'all. So if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel, like and comment, and share my stuff. Y'all share. Y'all know I'll always reply back to comments. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for all the support, all of the nice comments, the funny comments, the feedback on stories, even old stories. Yeah, I reply back to everything. Somebody had put in a comment that, yeah, she do reply back even to old ones. I reply back to old stuff, new stuff, whatever. I'm definitely not one of those YouTubers that just let you comment and I talk to y'all. I like talking to y'all. So definitely get in the comments and let's talk. We can talk about whatever. I love you guys so much. I appreciate y'all so much. I don't know how much I'm gonna tell y'all that. It don't matter how big I get. I love you, because there would never be no channel if you don't watch. So I appreciate y'all so much. But anyway, I ain't drinking today because you know I gotta go to work. So we're drinking water. I hope you guys had a great weekend. I hope you had a great week to come. And without further ado, we got to get into the video because, you know, I ain't got too much to say. If you want to hear me ramble and talk about other stuff, I go live with y'all on the weekend or something like that. We can just talk shit. But anyway, I love you guys. So let's get back. Get your drink, get your snack, get your herbal essence. You know how we do. And come on back. Because I'm like, what I'm supposed to say, y'all? I forgot already. Period. This video, I was like, which one should I tell y'all first? I'm gonna tell y'all, the first story I'm gonna tell y'all about is the guy who ex-girlfriend had pulled up at the crib. I'm gonna tell y'all that. I think that's what I'm gonna name it too, but I'm not sure if I name it that or something close to that. But anyway, so I'm gonna jump right into the story. So this is the story about, I don't know what I named him, but this is the guy who I told y'all he played us. I got played with him and the girl. Okay, the girl in the story is not the girl in that story. This is a whole different girl. This guy, I talked to this guy for a long, like years. In the story, I told y'all I had got pregnant. I got pregnant, and then he told me like that's supposed to be my baby and all this stuff like that. Like we supposed to have a family and all this stuff like that. Like, okay, if you don't know the story, I'm gonna link it down below. But I don't remember what all the stuff I said in the story. But this is not the girl. That's all I know. This is a completely different girl. Because he was playing them games, y'all. I have a thing as I go through the stages of my life in dealing with men. I attract womanizers, men who deal with different women, lots of women. I deal with men that are very attractive. So women are attracted, of course, to him if I like them. Why wouldn't another person like them? And I heard this saying before, like, who wants a person that nobody else wants? I mean, yeah, but at the same time, I don't want you looking at my man. I mean, you know, trying to talk to my man. You can look, but don't talk to him. But you know what I'm saying? So I used to deal with a lot of men that women like. Okay, so he was one of those he was one of those too. But he was honest. He was one of the honest guys that I used to be with. Like, it's not too many honest guys that I was with. Most of them be lying and shit, and then I find out. Then I throw the evidence at them and confront them. If y'all see my nail missing, I just broke this nail yesterday. Like, I just got my nails done and cracked the whole nail to the meat. It cracked. But anyway, don't just disregard that. So this guy, he was one of the honest ones. I don't know what I named him, y'all. I done forgot because I should have watched the video so I can remember what I named it, but I don't remember what I named dude. So we gonna name him Calvin. Calvin. Okay. Calvin was I met him at General Hospital. I think I went through the whole, you know, thing about I was on vacation. He asked me for my number, this, and the third. We would deal with each other on and off for a couple of years, on and off. It was always whenever I would break up or like get back with my ex, you know, Liam, because that's who would be in the picture most of the time. Like Liam was in the picture a lot. We break up, get together, break up, get back together, break up, get back together. Calvin was in the mix of all of that before I had my daughter. So before I had kids, made my relationship serious, I was still talking to Calvin, and I think I talked to like a few other people in between the time, but Calvin was like one that I was like, maybe I could see something serious with, because he was, although I didn't want to be committed, like that serious committed, I still was like, I like the idea of him, if that makes sense, if you get what I'm saying. I don't know. He was like, out of all the guys that I ever been with, he was the first one to like really take me out on a date. Like he took me to dinner. He used to take me to the movies. I would go to the movies, but like it would be like I pay and you pay, not the guy. Like he would pay for everything. So he's like the first one to ever like do that for me. And the only one really, to be honest, because I'm trying to think, like most of the time I never like, yeah, he the only one, because all the other guys that I would go out with, like they would pay, but like it was never like, I didn't feel like it was a date. Like there was no, I don't know, I'll do another story time about that, like how that was, how them dates and how I didn't think it was a date type thing. You know, I'm gonna make another story time about that. Anyway, so Calvin, let me tell you, I'm gonna get to the story. Okay, me and Calvin was dealing with each other at you know, I told y'all, amazing. If you watch my other story time about the worst sex I ever had, I told y'all it was somebody, a couple of guys that I had the best experiences of my life. Calvin was one of them. I'm talking about, he make you go crazy. Digmatized, y'all know that's a real thing. Boy, make you go crazy because he put it down. Like he could do something and then he call you on the phone and be like, what you doing? Like, you know, in that deep ass voice, got that voice get the deep. And then he be like, hey, like, what you doing? And you be like, nothing. You know how you get talking all, I ain't doing nothing. What you doing? And he like, I want you to come over. See, Calvin was the type, like, he'll be like, come over, I'm finna put gas in your car, just get over here. I'm like, shit, I'm burning up the fucking freeway trying to get up over there. But see, it wasn't just about that. It was not just the sex that was great. He was a good person on top of that. Like, he had a good job. I told y'all, he had no kids. He was a nurse and he worked in hospice. So he had 2 jobs. He was a full-time RN and he did the hospice too. Because it's been times that I would spend the night at his house and he'd be on call for the hospice. And he'd be like, I'm finna go, but I'm gonna be back. But I want you to just stay here and wait on me. I like, I'm waiting. I'm in the bed, you know, laying down sleeping. So he had a good job. He had a house. We was young. We was in our 20s. He had a house. He had a 5-bedroom house at that. 5-bedroom house. Had a good job. Had a nice car. He had a good head on his shoulders. He was very family oriented. He had a lot of good qualities. He was very tall, like 6'3". You know, I like me a light skin. He was definitely light skinned. He had pretty ass eyes. His eyes was like light brown. He had waves in his head, but he was losing his hair. I don't know if I said that. He was trying to hold on to it, but it wasn't bad. But he was trying to hold on to it. He started, like, his hair was thinning in the front, but it was okay. He still was fine. But I guess he was searching for something that I just was like, I'm not ready for that right now. So that's where we was like on the different waves and pages. Everything else, we was good. Everything was good, especially when we was connected in intimate ways. Like, we could talk about stuff. He was emotionally available. He was present in the conversations. He was thoughtful, caring. He was a lot of good things. He had a lot of good qualities. It's just, we was young. So let me tell y'all. Okay, so what would happen was, most of the time when I would deal with Calvin, it was because I was single. But I like Calvin. I like being around him. You know, I was attracted to him. Not off the bat. Let me tell you, off the bat, when I first seen Calvin, because I remember it like it was yesterday. Like, I saw the nigga yesterday. I remember. When I saw him, I was sitting at a desk and he was wheeling a patient to the end of it was like a hallway that we were on. And I sat at a desk. He would come and they would go, like the patients would have their family members come up. It's like a circle driveway. They would come and then they wheel them to the car and they get in the car, whatever. I remember because Calvin had walked down the hallway, down the emergency room hallway. My desk was right here. This is my desk where I'm sitting at. Calvin was right here. He was so tall. I'm sitting at the desk and I just looked up at him. And I was like, damn, he tall. But he was just standing there. That boy was just stone faced, just looking straight. He had a person right there look stone. He didn't even look down at me. I don't even know if he looked at me. I don't know. But he was standing right next to my desk, like right there. I could touch him, like do like this. He was just standing there. He had on black scrubs. He was just standing there, just looking stone cold. Didn't say nothing. So I was like, shit, okay. I just looked up at him, looked at the person, and just kept typing on the little, you know, I'm on the computer. I'm on the internet looking at shit. So that's what happened. After that, I never really look. I didn't even say like, oh, he looked good. I didn't say nothing. I just looked at him and then kept doing what I was doing. Then after that, you know, that's when I told y'all eventually time had went on, whatever. And then he had seen me and told me he been looking for me, basically where I've been at. And I was like, looking for me? He was like, yeah, I'm looking for you. I didn't know where you been. I thought you wasn't here no more. La la la. I'm like, you know, I want to keep in touch with you. I told y'all the whole, anyway, he did the whole rundown or whatever. So I think I had lipstick on my teeth, y'all. But anyway, if I did, I got it off. Okay, let's fast forward. So we were dealing with each other for a while at this time. Like we knew each other, like we was in that thing, you know what I'm saying? So one day I had went up over there and I wasn't spending the night and then I just went up over there just to hang out, chill, you know, maybe give me a little, you know, action in, because that's what I would do. I would just go over there, hang out. We would order food, or he would cook, or we go pick up something, bring it back, or we go out. Like it just was like spontaneous shit. Like it just, you never know. I just would always just be like, I'm gonna come over there, or he'd be like, come over. He'd be like, you off? I'm gonna be off the same day as you. Come over. Cool, I'm coming. I went up over there and I already knew that he had a girlfriend prior to this, but see, they broke up. That's what they broke up. So I didn't talk to him for like, I think they was together for a good like 8 months. We ain't talked to each other. We ain't talk. It was like here and there we would see each other and we would be like, hey, what's up? It wasn't no weird like awkward shit, because like the first time that he told me he didn't want to be with me when we would stop dealing with each other, because we weren't never in a relationship. We just was fucking around and hanging out. And if you want to say dating, that's what we was doing. We was dating each other. And then he decided that he wanted to take the relationship with the girl serious, because they both was on the same page, one family, one kid, da-da-da. And I was like, nah, I ain't trying to do none of that. So he went to her. Okay, they ended up breaking up and we started messing around again. Then we stopped messing around again. Then he met this lady. The lady was, so we in our 20s, like early 20s, like 23, whatever. We was in our early 20s. He told me that he met this lady. The lady probably was like 41, 42. She was in her 40s. So it's a 20-year age gap with them two, if you want to say. Because he's like 24, probably. So it was like 20 years, y'all. He told me that the lady, that him and the lady started dating and they started getting serious. She had a son. The son was like 15. So the son was like 15. The son was bad. He was telling me the son would be smoking, skipping school, like doing a whole bunch of bad stuff. And then he told me that he told her to come move into his house, because I told you he got a 5-bedroom house. So he was like, if you're going to be with me, he's like, I want you to be here. I want to take care of you. You take care of stuff. Like, I'm going to, prove that I could take care of it. Whatever. He was very, very, very responsible. And I already knew he wanted a family, whatever. So he was telling me all this stuff. Now, Calvin didn't do nothing. He didn't smoke and he did not drink. If he drank, it was like one drink. It was occasional drinking. But he didn't really drink like I like to drink a little bit. He didn't drink. He didn't drink wine. He would drink like a cocktail, but he wasn't like a drinker. And he definitely didn't smoke cigarettes or, herbal. He didn't do none of that. So she did. She was like a heavy smoker. Because he would tell me, I know y'all like, how you know all this stuff? He told me everything. When we started talking back to each other, he told me why he wasn't talking to me. He told me he met a lady and he took it serious, which he should. So I wasn't tripping because I was doing my thing. So he was like, you know, we just broke up. I told her she had to get our stuff and leave. She took all her stuff, she left. He's like, the reason why we ain't work because her son was causing problems in our relationship. She wasn't taking care, like she wasn't disciplining him or making him, he wasn't suffering consequences whenever he would do anything. The mom was just like letting it slide. The son started smoking. They would get into it, and then he would get into it with her because they in his house. So he just was like, I can't do it no more. I just feel like she got a lot of problems. She got a lot of baggage. I'm young. I want kids. She don't want no more kids. I mean, naturally, she's like 40 something. So he was like, she don't want no kids. I don't think it's going to work. Our relationship ain't going to work with us. So he was like, I just told her, like, we just going to separate and break up or whatever. So she moved out. So as soon as she left, he hit me. Told me to come over there. We start hanging out. We start chilling. You know, we get the things popping. That shit be fire. Y'all don't even know. Like, this boy here, I said, the reason why these women be doing the things that they do is because this boy know how to please you. Definitely a pleaser. He definitely is a pleaser. He finna make you gonna want to cook for this nigga. You gonna want to take care of all. I mean, every need the man need. What is it that you need? What can I help you with today? Am I gonna get that good old doing today? Because I'm talking about, man, A1, top tier. But anyway, so the girl, we there, whatever, and I think we was in the middle of doing something. I think we was getting started. And his phone started ringing because I know at one point we wasn't doing nothing and the phone was ringing. So I think the first time the phone started ringing, we was in the living room. We was just sitting there. We was talking because, like I said, I ain't seen him in a long time. So we was sitting on the couch and we was talking for a long time because he can talk. That's one thing I liked about him. He definitely can hold a conversation. So we was talking and we was catching up and talking about stuff and whatever. He was telling me a lot of stuff, you know, about everything. His mom, his work, his sister, all his stuff. So then the phone rang and he just, you know, ignored the call or whatever. So then we get it cracking in there. What y'all said, we get it. It's up. Ain't no more talking. So then the phone started ringing. The phone was ringing. And his phone is connected to his system in his house. So, you know, the music playing. And I don't know if this had to be, because this was a long time ago, y'all. This was long. I told y'all I was like in my 20s. I'm 39 right now. This was a long time ago. So his thing was going off. You know, every time the song played, just like your Bluetooth, it'll go, if your thing go off, it'll turn off everything. All you hear is the ringing of the phone. So it's ringing. So then he just ignored it. We get done or whatever. We get finished with everything. He look at the phone and I guess he see that it's the lady. So I told him, because I was laying in the bed and I was like, whoever was calling, I'm like, why don't you just answer the phone? Because I don't be doing no tripping, especially if I already know. Like, he done already told me that it's a girl that he was with, whatever. I don't be doing no tripping. Only time I do tripping is if you be lying to me or if you hide me. Like, if I'm a secret and I find out that I'm a secret, then we got an issue. Or if you lying and told me you single and you got a girlfriend, and then the girlfriend like do the pop-up shit. Like, I like to know what's going on. Don't have me in a situation and I don't know what's going on. So I wasn't tripping. I'm like, call her back and see what she want. I'm like, shit, we don't know what she want, call her back. So he calls her, right? He puts it on speakerphone. He messy. He put it on speakerphone. She's like, yeah, I pulled up to the house. He's like, what house? He's like, she said, your house. I pulled up to your house and I see you already got company already. She's like, it ain't even been a week and you already got company already. And he was like, okay, and she was like, who got a red? So I had a red Eclipse, a red Mitsubishi Eclipse. That's what I had. She said, I see you got a red Eclipse out there. And she was like, so I know it's a girl there. She ain't call me out my name. She ain't call me no, she ain't say nothing bad. She just said a girl. She was like, I know you got a girl there. And he was like, if I do, that's my business. What is it of yours? And she was like, I just can't believe you just moved on so fast. I can't believe you just, and he's like, why would you just come to the house? And she's like, because I wanted to talk to you. I wanted to see you. So then he was like, where you at right now? She was like, I'm in the driveway. So his driveway, he don't have a long driveway. Even though he got a big house, his driveway was very small. His car in the garage, my car in the driveway. She parked like where she blocked my car. She's sitting in the car and she crying and she telling him, like confessing herself. And I, at the time, y'all, I had no understanding. Cause I was just like, this is like, you come all the way. You see there's a car there. Like, why you just don't wait till the car leave and then come and do all of that? Be in the driveway crying or whatever. Why are you doing it with the car there? So I'm like, to me, that was dumb. At that age, that's what I was thinking too. But now at the age I'm at right now, I'm like, it is still dumb. And she still should wait until the car leave. But like, if y'all don't, you moved out the house, you did all this, the kid is the problem, supposedly, in the smoking, because he said that he couldn't take her smoking herbal. He can't take it. He said he don't want that. He don't want nobody smoking. I didn't do nothing, y'all know. I don't smoke like that. It's occasional. But not back then. I didn't do nothing. I didn't do anything. I just drank. So he was like, I don't want no smoking. I don't want nothing. I don't want no problem with your kid. I don't want none of this. Like, he's telling her all this. She on the phone crying. She got the car. She started beating on the door. She on the phone still talking to him and beating on the door. And that's when I was like, that's what I'm saying at this age. Like, all of that stuff, you just putting yourself in a situation. At the age I'm at now. Like, at that age, I was like, she's crazy. I mean, she's crazy now, y'all. So I feel like I was still thinking the same stuff, but I just was like, she's throwing out crazy. And I'm like, she probably crazy because you probably done did something, or, automatically blaming. Like, even though he told me everything, I'm just like, it's got to be something else to it. Like, maybe she feel like she, I don't know, cheated out of something. I don't know. But knowing him the way I know him and how I am older now, and I realize and recognize things, he didn't do really nothing wrong. He was pretty much perfect. The only thing he would have had a problem with was because he wants kids, and her age would cause issues with the having kids, and the fact that he didn't want nobody that smoked, and he still accepted the fact that she smoked. But what was crazy is that she's beating on his door. He got like 4 sisters. I'm not saying that he was on. He used to say stuff like, I just call my sisters. Or if he have an issue, he used to always be like, I just call my sisters. And take care of it. But the girl was on the phone crying. I just was like, if she touched my car, I'm going to come outside. That's what I kept telling him. I'm like, she better not touch my car. He was like, she not going to touch your car. She was crying. So she crying. This old lady crying, beating on the door, sobbing to him, begging him, telling him she's sorry, telling him she want to work it out, telling him she don't care who he be with. If he was messing with another woman, she don't care, but she just find it crazy that he moved on so fast. Then she was talking about, you probably was talking to her the whole time. And he was like, I wasn't talking to her at all. I wasn't talking to anybody. I was faithful to you. I was loyal to you. I didn't do anything. He's like, we not together. I could talk to whoever I want to. And then he was like, just leave. And he was like, just telling her, just leave. Finally, after she was crying, doing all that, she was sitting in the car for a little bit. She finally left. He was telling me that he was sorry. I told you I wasn't doing no shit because I'm like, I heard, it's more than just that. It's the deed that's got her acting crazy. I don't care what nobody says. The way he sex you down, it'll have you doing that, pulling up to a nigga house, begging him to be with him, telling the nigga, I'm sorry, whatever I need to do to fix it. I don't care about the other bitch. I don't care. Just, I'm willing to do whatever I'm trying to get on. The way he do you, it'll have you pop up. I swear, it'll have you pop up. Because I'm going to tell y'all this. That's all that happened. Like, she didn't really do nothing. She didn't mess my car. She just was beating on the door. She was crying. She was screaming. She kept telling him she couldn't believe it. It was just that. But I told him, I said, I didn't tell him. I'm telling y'all that when we would like have our little breaks or whatever, I would pull up to his house too. I wouldn't knock on the door though. I would just do a drive-by and just see if somebody in the driveway or whatever. I'd just see if somebody in the driveway, or because I liked him. Yeah, I did. I liked him. And not on top of that, I liked everything about him. Like, he had A1, I say husband material. He definitely is husband. I told y'all he married now. Y'all know. I told y'all I did the whole look on Facebook. I see he married and he got kids and shit. I'm happy for him because he a real good person. And he deserved all of that shit. But I'm telling y'all, he's one of them guys that will make you go nuts, crazy. Like, put you in a asylum. That's what it's called. Y'all think I'm joking. He's one of them people that make you drive hours to get to him because you already know it's gonna be well worth the drive. He one of them. Top tier. When I tell you top tier, make you contemplate the person that you with afterwards. Like, you better be top tier too, because he gonna have you over there reminiscing and thinking to go back over there, go fuck up what he got going on. But he wasn't even that type. Like, when he with somebody, he was loyal to them. He wouldn't even cheat or he wouldn't do nothing. Like, he really wouldn't, because he told me that we couldn't see each other or be in the same place together because we already had sexual tension. So he was just like, if I see you, I'm gonna want you. If I see you, I'm gonna want to take you home. I'm gonna want you to come home with me. I can't see you. Like, I can't be around you if I'm around my girl or whatever. Like, I can't. Like, he used to tell me all the time, like, I can't see you. Like, I can't talk to you. I can't call you. I can't do nothing. So I respected it, even though I was mad about it. But I respected it. But I still talked to him after that. I talked to him for a while after that. Like, we still was dealing with each other, but we never made our relationship serious, because in the time frame of me dealing with Calvin, I still had some dealings with Liam. I was with him, but I wasn't with him. Like, we would talk to each other, but we never, and then we wouldn't talk. Like, we would go months and not talk to each other because he was doing whatever the fuck he was doing. And I guess he thought I was gonna be over here in the corner crying. And sometimes, I would be in the corner crying because I'm emotional and shit and I loved him. But then when I started, like, this motherfucker don't give a fuck about me, I'm finna just do me. And, I just do what I want. And that's what I was doing. It ain't. One thing about guys, they don't like it when you do them the way they do you. They cannot take it. They can't take it. You every whore, slut, bitch. You don't even gotta sleep with a dude. You could just be having a conversation with a dude and they call you all type of fucking names. They cannot dish. I always say they can't take the kitchen. Their kitchen hot. They gotta get up out of there. They ain't finna be up in there too long. They finna get up out of there, because if women did, and I know some women do, but if women did just as much as what the men be out here doing, oh God. You be every whore, slut, bitch, trick. You don't care about yourself. You ain't got no self-respect for yourself. You ain't got. Now, I feel like it's limits to things. But if you single and you don't owe nobody shit, I'm talking about not what, you ain't got no boyfriend. I'm talking about you single. You don't answer to no one. You not answering to shit. I don't gotta check in. I don't gotta answer you. I ain't gotta ask permission. I ain't gotta be like, are you all right if I do this? You don't have no one. You free to do your own shit. Do you? Just be safe. Be safe. Be smart. Strap it up. If he don't want to strap it up, bring it, and you make him strap it up. Watch him put the shit on. Look down there. Do all of that. Because motherfuckers be out here doing too much. But if men, they can't take what's dished out. You get out here and you really be out here living and doing. The only thing is, when we do it, it do come with consequences, because you can get pregnant. You just gotta be safe. Be safe. Be safe. Be safe. And don't fall for the bull. If you got a roster, be safe. That's all I'm gonna say. I ain't living like that, y'all. I want a husband. I want to be married again. So that's what I want a husband. So yeah. But anyway, it wasn't too crazy. She pulled up on us. It wasn't too much. She was emotional and crying and shit, y'all. But anyway, if y'all want more stories, because I'm trying to think, who else? I know one time a girl popped up on us at the gas station before. Y'all, this was some other nigga. Y'all, that wasn't nothing either. Just I be trying to stay out of people's stuff. I don't be putting myself in there. I just be looking like, as long as they don't put their hands on me, as long as they don't say nothing disrespectful to me, because I ain't got nothing to do with y'all problems. That's y'all stuff. Then we cool. I don't be tripping. There ain't no problems over here. Just don't involve me. I ain't got nothing to do with it. I ain't even know you existed, ma'am. But okay. If y'all like them stories, y'all want to hear more dating shit, you know, good and bad. Y'all want to hear about whatever dating stuff, just leave it in the thing. I'll tell you. If I got something to tell you, I'll tell you. And yeah, we'll leave it right there. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching the video and subscribing to the channel. I hope you guys ain't way too long on you, girl. I got some more stuff coming. Just hold on. I'm coming. Until then, I'll see you next time. Bye, y'all.